Hey everyone, it's Jack again with Toy Dojo, and today we're taking a look at the second one of the WeiJiang Robot Force, the Chief Army Champsosaurs. It's kind of a weird name, or Champsosaurs. I read it as Chomp because I figured Chomp because he's a gator. But it says Champsosaurs, part of their deformation line, I guess. So again, box just like the hardhead box. On the back it shows, now this box you see you have hardhead there. You have Brainstorm there, and then you have Skull Cruncher right there on the back. So I really like this guy. Let me pull this box out of the way. And the instruction sheet, just like the other one, is going to be a nice color instruction sheet showing everything there. So really good looking right there. I really like him. I like the Hasbro one when it came out just because I don't know, it was cool. I like the colors, the pink and the green, and then just because it was the gator. And so I've always thought it was a really cool figure, even back in the old G1 days. So this one, though, they made better improvements over the Hasbro one. Let me bring the little Hasbro guy in here. So there's a Hasbro one, just to show you how much larger he is. I'll stick him on top of. See, that was one thing. If you guys ever saw the review I did on this guy, this one irritated me with mine because this tail never stayed on, it always popped off on me. I know that wasn't always the case with all of them, but for mine it was. So there you go, just kind of see, it looks like baby's on daddy's back right there. So that looks cool. And I forgot to show Hardhead in his tank mode next to a Voyager figure, but I'm going to show you this one. So here's a Voyager figure here. This one is, let's see if we get that in there. There's the Voyager figure, just to show you. Now obviously this one looks a lot smaller because he's a lion and he's supposed to be smaller. This is a gator, he's longer. But this kind of show you the way it looks next to a Voyager figure. Here he is next to the leader class Power Master Optimus Prime. And he's even longer than Power Master Prime is. So just to kind of show you the size of this guy. He's pretty big. Big gator. Him next to Prime, he was almost the size of Prime. Yeah, probably about an inch off. But so just show you, like, he's a really big gator. Looks cool. I like it. So looking at these two here, you're going to get the same colors in them. You got the nice pink right here. This nice kind of like a hunter or emerald green right there. Right here they have a Decepticon logo on his head, but obviously WeiJiang's not going to put one on, so they put their WeiJiang logo right there on his head. Now if you wanted to, obviously you can just buy a Decepticon logo and stick it on his head right there. The eyes, you got the same color on those eyes right there, which is really cool. Down there, they just took away that Autobot logo right there. These marks are a little bit smaller, you can see, than these are here. And the purplish design there is a different kind of a design than this one is there. So, but aside from that, not a whole lot of differences on them. Looking at the bottom of them, again, they look about the same right here. Now the one difference, just like it was with Hardhead, is that this is plastic, whereas this piece is a die-cast piece. So it's probably not like a huge, thick die-cast, but it's a little nice die-cast piece. And again, you can tell by touching it, this is not cold. When you touch this piece, it's cold. So that's how you can always tell if there's some die-cast, because the metal is going to be colder than the plastic is. So there's that. On him, his mouth, when you opened it, his teeth were like a rubber piece, and so was the tongue. The tongue was like a soft rubber inside there, as well as the teeth were. But on this guy, his are not. This is a hard plastic right here, and this is a hard plastic tongue as well. You know, I didn't mind, on this one, I didn't mind the soft plastic tongue because it kind of felt like on like a real tongue almost. But I didn't really care for the teeth because, like, if you look at mine, well, I was off camera there, but if you look at mine, he's got some, like, and if you're a hillbilly, no offense, but he's got some hillbilly teeth right over here, this bent one right there. So this one you don't have to worry about it because that's a nice plastic right there. So that's cool. And then the other thing they fixed that I didn't care for on this guy, they fixed it over here, is I didn't like this being a soft rubbery plastic right here, because he kind of had to, it was hard to get into that. So this piece here was a soft rubbery plastic, which I didn't really care for. So, but over here, they opted to put just a nice hard plastic there, so you don't have to worry about it bending or warping or whatever. So that's that. I like that better. So all in all, I think he is a lot better. The tail, I don't have no problems with the tail coming off the way mine did. This one here, I just did that, it'll pop off. And that's it if I put it on there tight. It would just pop off on me. This one, I don't have to worry about that. So, again, that may have just been with my version of Skull Cruncher. Because my buddy had his and his didn't pop off. So it might have just been mine. I got the bad QC'd one. So, alright, any other differences in Gator mode? No, I don't think so. So, alright, let's go ahead and we're going to take him, pull the Headmaster guys off. We're going to put him into his robot mode. And then we're going to mess with the heads and we're going to talk about the differences in robot mode too. So, take the tail off, like that. Pull these down, pop them open. And these fit in really well too. Pull the feet out like this. Pull this foot out like that. Come over here, pop the head back. Pull the arms down. Pull these arms down. And just like on Hardhead, this one's got flaps here to cover up the forearms. So again, that's something I do like. I thought that was really good that they did that. I really don't know how much more it would cost them to put that in, you know, the Hasbro stuff, but they refuse to do it. So maybe just because, like I said, they're deluxe sizes and they don't want to do them with deluxes, I guess. Maybe it's not worth it to them to do that, so it's fine. All right, come on, get out of there. Flip that open, close that up. Pull these down like this. Take down. And those are a nice ratchet there. So that's good. Now the one thing, let me flip this around too. The one thing that I like about this one is that you can actually hide these away. So you take this, pull this in like this, and rotate these down, and it'll store back there. That way you don't have them sticking out on the side like this. So that's cool. I like that clean look. Again, something simple that Hasbro could have done with their version, because they already had, well, we'll talk about it when we get him into the other guy out here in the picture. But pretty simple and pretty good for them to do that. So let's bring in the other guy real quick. Come on, stand up. Stand up and wait there, and then we'll figure you out in a second. Let me grab your son inside here. Stay there. Okay, so there they are, both next to each other. And again, not a whole lot of differences, with the exception of there are a couple. Obviously, we talked about this being die cast and that being plastic. Another one is obviously you can see here where the legs fold away inside; those don't. And then another difference, which I don't know why that was left open, but that's, and of course he's gonna fall back. Stand up. There's a gap right inside here that wasn't filled in. You can see right there. So that's just open right there. Whereas on the WeiJiang one, you can see right over here, they closed it up and filled it in. So that was pretty cool. Now again, on this one, I don't know why they couldn't have included the hinges there. It's really all WeiJiang did was they include some hinges that are right connected onto that. So all I did was made a hinge and fold those feet up inside there, which again, they could have done that same thing. They could have put a hinge right there and just gave you the option to fold them in if you wanted to. So I can appreciate when they do that. Now again, people say, oh, well, it's just they took the other idea from the other guy. Yeah, they did, but then they did some things to make it better. So on one hand, is it KOing? Yes, but on the other hand, they're actually improving upon stuff that maybe should have been done in the first place. So me myself, I don't get upset when guys KO things. I think it works. So all right, looking at the heads now. On the heads, I don't know why they went with the kind of a grayish color instead of the black. The only thing I could think of is maybe they wanted to keep it in more with the rest of his body, considering he doesn't have any black pieces on him. So maybe that's the reason why they did it and put his head white instead of having the black head, the black and the gold. I do like the black and the gold. I think that looks cool together. This combination of colors looks really neat together. So there's that one, and here's his face. Again, the face itself, for the most part, is the same design. It's just the coloring is different. So green's still there, gold is still there in some parts. Right here they made silver. They made the whole faceplate there gold instead of black and gold and gold. And then on this face here, they actually try to mold in something there. Again, this doesn't look as good as it should be considering it's a larger figure. It still looks better over here. That one just looks like he's asleep. So it looks kind of weird. I don't know why they didn't do a little bit of a better job there. So, all right, let's put this guys back on to their bodies. You turn around there. And you come on here. And turn around here. These pieces here, again, these are going to be the same. No differences on these, except for this one's larger. The guns do look different. This one is more of a like a whitish kind of gray. This one's your regular kind of a gray color here. And then the plastic, again, just overall feels better on this one than it does on this one. You know, as far as the figures too, I think the plastic quality feels better on the WeiJiang. So I think that's it. I do like the white head on it now that I look at it. It looks cool because it keeps in with the rest of it, but still that black head with the gold is what I really think looks really neat. So your preference. Again, I'm going to put a link in the description below where you guys can order these from. Any figure that I review is sponsored by Toy Dojo, and so if you guys want to order any of these figures that I review, Toy Dojo has them. I usually put a link in the description. If there is no link in the description, then that means either Toy Dojo happens to be out at that moment, or maybe they just aren't carrying it anymore. So just a little FYI there. So again, this area is next to Galvatron, and I think I said Megatron the last video. I don't know, but Masterpiece, or it's not Masterpiece, Voyager Galvatron, right there to show you the size of that. And let me bring in Hardhead, so you can see what it looks like next to Hardhead, right there. And then it looks cool. They look good. So again, let me know what you guys think in the comments below. Thank you again for watching, and until next time, you guys, stay safe.